Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Jay. As you can see from the background, it's time for Superman. The official trailer's out. I've been waiting for this, so let's just get into it. Let's see what we got. New Superman trailer. Let's go.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
A lot of fire.
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of the United States.
I wasn't representing anybody except for me.
Around the world.
And doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die. Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Your choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
Superman. He's not a man. He's an it. He's somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
You have a dog?
So we're gonna watch that again. We're gonna go through it again. But now I've been kind of on the fence with this movie. Like I'm a huge Superman fan, but I've been on the edge with it. Wasn't sure about Mr. Corn Sweat at first. Just a lot of stuff, right? But this now I actually am amped to see the movie. I was always amped to see it, truthfully. It was always number one on my list of the movies to see. Well, one or two between another movie this year. But now I want to see it, and I want to talk about the things that, at least from this initial viewing, what I like that I see, and the things that still bother me about what I see. And one other thing that I kind of noticed, but this looks really good. Like I don't want to say it looks really good. It looks good. It looks like a nice move in a certain direction that they're going. Completely opposite of Snyderverse, and I am not one of the people that, as opposed to the Snyderverse, I just love Man of Steel to this day. To this day, Man of Steel is one of those movies for me. Some people don't like it. That's fine. I understand it. I personally love Man of Steel. I'm very interested to see what this does, but this is a thumbs up. This is a win right here for me as far as this trailer goes. This has me more excited to see the movie. I'm a little bit more bought into multiple characters that I was not prior to this, and the ones that I still am not bought on, I'm gonna tell you when we review. So let's get back into it. Let's do it one more, and I'll be stopping through and just kind of pointing out the points that I see that I like, and the things that are still points of contention for me. All right, so let's go.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
That's the very first thing that I like. This right here. And I know it's a very small thing, but just the way he says Miss Lane, it's very, it's very Christopher Reeves Superman-esque to me. I'm gonna be honest. This shot, this beginning shot right here, this is honestly the first time that I got that feel of the old nostalgic Superman for some reason. Like this, this was the first thing that showed me, like, okay, this feels like Superman right here. This him interacting with Lois in this way feels, at least this part. But let's keep going.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
A lot of fire.
It's a lot. Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions.
I don't like. If I could get to it. 1 second.
He was going to look.
That hair is ridiculous. I have to say, he got that just looks funny, but great actor or good actor. So we'll see what he does. But yeah, that hair looks crazy to me.
Into your actions. That's funny.
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the
And,
world.
and doing good.
I would question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
People were going to die.
That right there, right? He's still the Boy Scout, Superman that we all, know and love, that we grew up on. But he has some of that fire now, like a little bit of the Zack Snyder-esque, not necessarily brooding. That was brooding and moody, I guess people say, but not just like, oh, righty, you know what I mean? Like I like that. I like to see this characterization of the Superman having that extra oomph to him. Talking to Lois and look at that. I like that. This shows another complexity, I guess, to the live action Superman so far. I like that. This is part of the thing that I said that bothers me. I get the Snyderverse was very dark, the color grading was very muted and things like that. I'm almost feeling like this is an over course correction. We'll see it throughout the trailer. I like the bright colors, but I almost feel they're like a little too bright for some reason. It's just so, I don't know, something about it just kind of throw me off slightly, and I think it's how it interacts with this CG that they're doing. It makes it look a little wonky at the same time. There's not like a balance of groundedness, and it's throwing it off to me personally.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
I'll be honest. I like that, but I don't. But now it's growing on me. The Fortress of Solitude coming out like that. At first, I didn't like it. Now that I'm seeing it more, I like it. This scene right here, this villain, I am torn on this just because of what seems to be her, weaponry or her powers and whatnot. Seems a little, but we'll see. It's kind of like Lady Death's strike-ish, or whatnot.
Your choices. Your actions. That's what makes you who you are.
I like seeing Mr. Terrific's power. We've seen the orbs, but how he will be possibly using them, they showed another part in here. So I do like that, getting to see a little bit of that.
Superman.
Nicholas Hoult looks like he's finna be a good Lex. Luther. He really does. I'm excited to see his portrayal of it, like the way, just some of the mannerisms he's given and things like, um, obviously updated and whatnot, but it seems like he could be maniacal. Like I like what I'm seeing from him so far.
He's not a man. He's an it.
And Superman is getting his ass whooped through this whole trailer also. So that's kind of interesting to see. He's catching beatdowns through this whole thing, except for one part.
Somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
I do not like this whole kaiju thing, but from my understanding, when they first started talking about, I guess this is supposed to be in the beginning to kind of show, and I get it, building the universe, but this part of it, I don't like. The kaiju specifically, I don't like, but I get they could do a bunch of stuff, show Superman's power, shows different things, whatnot. I don't like this. I just don't. And there's one other thing I don't like, but everything else is pretty much, cool with me, but like I said, besides like the color grading, but this kaiju, I don't like it. I just don't. And this is the other thing I don't like. I don't like, but I haven't seen enough, obviously, but just initially, I'm not feeling this Green Lantern. But we do have the Green Lantern series coming out, which will have, Hal Jordan and John Stewart in it and stuff, so maybe they build off of this. But I'm not, so far I'm not feeling it, but, it is what it is.
You have a dog?
Alright, so we watched it, we went back through. I pointed out a couple of things. I didn't do like a bit by bit breakdown or whatnot. Just point out the things that interest me and didn't interest me. I like the direction they're going in with the characterization of the Superman. Like I said, showing some of that fieriness and things like that. It's the first time this trailer is showing that, to me, he's starting to look like Superman. And I don't mean just like in physical appearance, but the way he's carrying himself, because any other time, I guess because he looks a little bit younger, it may almost, he looked too, like, I don't know, it just didn't work for me for some reason. But now it's starting to work. Now I'm starting to see Superman, but more, I'm seeing Clark Kent. And that's the thing. I'm seeing Clark Kent, and I can see the translation to Superman. So I like that. I like Lois Lane. She seems like she's going to be a good Lois Lane. So I rocks with that. I can't wait to see the full of what Nicholas Hoult does as Lex Luthor. Really liking to see that. I don't give a damn about Crypto, but cool. We'll see. Whatever. I think that dog is going to. I think Crypto's going to play a bigger role than just the little sidekick. I think it's going to be like what a dog can be, is an emotional support type of thing. Because I feel we're going to lose Paul Kent or whatever. I do not like the kaijus. I do not like the kaijus. I don't like that, the kaiju that we see. Maybe it'll work when I see the final product. I'm not going to judge it off top. I just don't like the way it looks right now. And I'm the Green Lantern thing, I'm kind of torn. But from what I've seen, the way he kind of moves and he's carrying, like just from the little bit we see, he seems like he might be kind of a D-bag a little bit. So that might be cool for the universe. So I'm willing to give it a try. Overall, like I said, I don't necessarily care for the color grading, but I'm not totally against it because I get it. Especially being the first thing out in this universe, you got it, and everybody, it's too dark, Man of Steel. Like I said, I love Man of Steel, but I'm not against change. I'm not against growth. Let's see. Right now, it throws me off a little bit, but I'm very excited to see this is going to be day one for me to go and see this movie. Absolutely. So I know, let me know what you think. Hop down in the comments. I didn't talk about Hawk Girl, but there wasn't a lot to say necessarily. We'll see what she does. Give her a shot, see how, she plays a role in everything. Mr. Terrific, seeing his powers, that look cool. I feel like I'm missing something, but if I am, Metamorpho, they showed us for seconds, nothing new there. But yeah, so I'm Jay. This is my reaction to the official Superman trailer that just dropped today. Let me know what you think. Give a like, comment, subscribe. Be interactive in the comments. And yeah, let me know what you think. I'm boosted. I can't wait. Talk to you later.